My question is why? Why would the average guy want to get that jacked that fast? Why? So you can, what, be the strongest manager at the Verizon store? What are you doing with that muscle? You work in sales, you're not guarding Sparta. It's fine. This is smartphone! I think P90X has a subliminal message that a lot of us are missing. Because I don't think they're talking to regular people. I think the commercial needs to be honest and come clean and say what their product is really meant for. The commercial should sound like this. Hey, P90X guy here. So, did you recently commit a crime and you've been sentenced to prison and you have to report there in 90 days, so... You figure, in the interim, you'll just get as huge as possible for fear of the safety of your butthole. P90X. It's a prison workout. They're like, you can do it from the comfort of your own living room. That's because your living room and a jail cell are roughly the same square footage. Do the math. Think about it. No equipment, no excuses. No shit, there's no equipment. You'll get raped with equipment in prison. You can't have it there. We here at P90X want you to get creative with your workout. F your antiques, bro. Your girlfriend's gonna break up with you and go to jail anyway. May as well use shit around your house. Take your dining room table, cut off the back legs, put it at an angle. Now you have a bench for incline presses. P90X. Go ahead, grab your old Kenwood speakers. That's right, take them off the front lawn. Use those for weight. You can take water bottles, dump that shit out, fill them up with sand. Use those for bicep curls, because you're too cheap to buy a shake weight. You're gonna get enough of this in prison. P90X. The problem with P90X is that it works. Yes, it will change your body, but only from the neck down. They don't tell you in the commercial. Your face stays exactly the same as it was. Do you want to have the body of a 20-year-old Adonis, but go ahead and keep the face of a balding middle-aged accountant? P90X, disappoint your wife from the chin up on a nightly basis. These guys have P90X. You want to look hot, just get in shape. I think women in our country have too many options for weight loss, to the point of paralysis. There's so many options. You go on TV, the internet, women's magazines. There's so many, you can't even make a choice. I was reading a women's magazine the other day because I wanted to punish myself. I just feel awful, and they had all these diet tips for ladies. Saw this one in Cosmo. They suggested that women, if you're on a diet, next time you're on a diet and you're hungry, don't ruin the day. Because your whole day is ruined if you eat a donut, by the way. You have to kill yourself immediately. Don't ruin the day by grabbing a fried snack. Instead, just grab a handful of almonds. Just go and grab a handful of almonds. You ever do this? Just go to, when you're hungry, get a handful of, you don't do that? You don't go up to the nearest tree and just giraffe yourself like,
Cindy, I'll be right there.
Handful of almonds. Cosmo says get a handful of almonds. Just go ahead, get a handful of almonds. Why don't you go yourself with a handful of almonds, Cosmo? See how full you get off that. I'm a grown woman, not a sugar squirrel. Almonds. Juicing, that's a big thing.
Just juice it. Do you want to just juice? We should do juices and smoothies. You want to make a smoothie?
You pronounce smoothie like this because you only need this much of your mouth open to drink it.
Smoothie.
They want women to do this. Take all your food, juice it down. Go get your carrots, get your kale. Don't forget the kale. Get your kale. Get the apples, put it in the juicer. Go ahead and juice the apple and the celery. Put your hand in the juicer, juice your hand down. Juice your hand right down to the nub. Make sure you juice all of it. You'll lose 2 ounces. Drink your hand. There's lots of nutrients in your hand. Cosmo never said to juice your hand. I'm just gonna put that out there. Make a smoothie. Do you have time in the morning to make a smoothie? You have time for this? No? Shocking. You don't have time in the morning to go out to your own personal botanical garden, cut down a brontosaurus brunch worth of broccoli and asparagus, juice it down to 1 ounce so you can shit green for a week? You don't have time?
My pop is cool, man. I just think that sometimes he puts blame on other people for his shortcomings, which is cool. You know, we all do it. Like, every time I go home and he has a bad day, he's like, ugh. was like, Dad, what's wrong? These crackers keep holding me down, son. I said, Daddy, the crackers ain't holding you down. That associate's degree is holding you down. Maybe you need to go to school a couple more years and upgrade. Because an associate's degree is basically like the college saying, yeah, we associate with you. We just don't with you, you know what I'm saying? It's real stuff, man. But it's about the parenting, okay? You ain't gotta whoop your kids, you know? Change your personality, scare the hell out of them. That's what it's about. It's about scaring them, putting that fear in them. You ever ran away from your damn mom or your dad in the mall? When they found you, what the hell did they do? My mom shook me like a Polaroid picture. That's what the hell she did. She'd be like, don't you ever run away from me again. I will kill you as long as you stay black. I'm like, when am I gonna change? What am I? As long as you stay black, don't you ever run away from me again. And then I cry so hard I can only get one letter out. You ever seen a little kid get disciplined? He be crying. He be, the sprinkler cry. I'm saying, you ain't gotta whip them. You change your personality. Go Bernie Mac on them one damn time and see how they feel. Just let them talk back to you. Shut up, Mom. What the you just say? And let me hear you some. You better sit there and shut what they call the up. And I'm gonna tell you something. You come over here again, gonna be trouble, trouble. Bust a move, bust a motherfucking move. Some of them. Y'all know the man's eyes was crossed. Come on, man. It's about an authoritative tone, man. Tired of going to the malls and seeing situations with a little kid just running amok. You ever seen him? Yeah. And the mom's like, what the f***? Oh my God, why don't you just listen? Why don't you do what I tell you? And the little kid get up all disrespectful. I don't know. How come you can't be a good mom? Margaret. Gonna call the mom out by the first name? I wish I would call my mom's out by her first name. I would no longer have a mouth on my face. Do you hear me? I'd be talking from a hole in my neck like Terry from the smoking commercials. You ever seen her? You know I'm gonna do it for you. She be,
my name's Terry, and I'm a smoker. And you put on your wig, put on your teeth, and go about your day. I'm a smoker.
a what?
A smoker.
A mimosa?
A smoker.
I'm sorry. But for everybody who has seen that commercial, that is not just cigarettes. That's meth. That's what that is. Oh, I would love to see her drinking from a water fountain. I would love it. She just be drinking. She got little kids running past through quarters and nickels. Make a wish, man. Make a wish. I'm sorry.
All my guy friends will come up to me, and they were always saying the same thing. They're always like, I just want to find a chick that's not crazy. That's adorable. We're all crazy. Right, ladies? Just own your crazy. Own it. It feels good. Yeah, own it. Yeah. Own that crazy, ladies. It feels so good. It makes your relationship so much easier. When I first got with my boyfriend, I was like, look, there's a good chance I'm gonna try to stab you. You're not gonna know why. Maybe one day you come in breathing my air. That's how people get stabbed on that day. That's part of it. You guys have to understand this. If I wasn't a comic, first of all, I'd be a relationship therapist. I've been obsessed with relationships for a really long time. And I love talking to people about them. And here's my favorite thing is that what people don't understand, the basic thing that will save your relationship, as everybody leans in, yes, We think differently. We problem solve differently. It's not a big deal, people. Don't sweat it. I can explain to you how to get over this hump. You have to understand where your lady's coming from, right? Because let me explain how we think. Like, guys, if I could problem solve like you, I would. I wish I could. Because there's no emotional attachment to an issue. You have a problem, you find a solution. That's the end of your problem. What is that like? I wish I could do that. But I'm an emotional thinker, so I can't even get past step one. Right? I have a problem, yeah, I found a solution, but I don't know how I feel about the solution, so now I have two problems. This is clearly gonna snowball into a way bigger deal. And that's just one thing you have to understand. Here's another, almost more important thing you have to understand. Our brains, a woman's brain, is a 24-hour thinking machine. Yep, everyone in here knows what I'm talking about. Every woman in here knows what I'm talking about, and every guy is using his man logic and going, that's physically impossible. You have to sleep at some point. No, we don't. We're perfectly fine watching you guys sleep. Which every woman in here has done, by the way. And it's just as creepy as it sounds. The second you fall asleep, we're like, and we don't just watch you. Check your girl's phone. She's got like 1 million pictures of you sleeping. He's such an angel. Ew, what are you, a serial killer? Relax. Here's the thing. It's miraculous to us when you guys go to sleep. It is. Because you just make the decision to go to sleep, and that's all it takes. That's all it takes. You guys go, I'm tired. What? What just happened? We're like, was he just hit with a tranquilizer dart? How did that happen so fast? Because wouldn't it be so great, ladies, if we could fall asleep like that? Wouldn't it be amazing if you could just fall asleep? But here's what happens, fellas. The second we close our eyes, our brains go, there's just this one thing. If you could just wake up for a second, and I'm totally gonna let you sleep. But it's never one thing. It's like a series of the most pointless thoughts you could ever have. Right in a row, right? It starts off with something simple. You're like, well, maybe I wear that blue dress tomorrow, but not the blue one, because it kind of makes me look fat, but not too fat, because last time I wore it, Karen said I look nice. I don't trust her, though. She's kind of a skank. Not a big skank, but I don't know her life. They say don't judge a book by its cover, but if the book is completely open, I mean, I can pretty much judge it, right? Because I can read the pages. My therapist says I don't have enough female friends, but I don't trust him either. You're telling me I give you all my problems, you don't take that home? What if he has a drinking problem? What if he's there drunk all the time? He doesn't say much. Maybe he's sleeping. I don't know. Maybe he's smart enough to know that if I look at him, he has to look up, right? He wants me to take medication. I don't think I need medication, because I don't want to put anything foreign in my body. Why should I have to do that? And we just keep going and going and going.
We still have wars. We have women in the military, but we don't put them in the front lines because they don't know if we can fight. They don't know if we can kill. I think we can. I think all the general has to do is walk over to the women and say, you see the enemy over there? I just heard them talking. They say you look fat in those uniforms. Whatever happened to make love, not war? Well, that dates me. I was in college 20 years ago. Yep, I'm in my mid-2010s now, and, mid to late 2010s. And since my last special, I'm down to having 3 eggs left at this point, so no kids. Not gonna make it with 3 eggs left. I read that you can't have children when you get older because your eggs age. And I thought, well, how old are these eggs? Maybe I can't have children, but maybe I can have grandchildren. Maybe it's good I don't have kids, because what would I say to a kid about drugs? I never lie. You know, when I was in college, that was 20 years ago, the love generation, psychedelics, there was LSD, it was mind expanding. I took LSD in college, and then I left school and got responsible, got a job, didn't do drugs again. But, you know, for the 2 years that I was in college, I probably did LSD, every day for 2 years that I was in college. So, what could I say to a kid about drugs? I don't like to lie. I would sound the way our mothers talk to us about their music. You know, your mom says, what is with this hard rock? We had lovely music. You could understand the lyrics. You could sing along. You could dance to it. What would I say to a kid about drugs? What is with this crack? We had acid. The colors were beautiful. It was affordable. $5 you were high for a whole semester. We didn't have to rob banks. For me, just for me once, try a little acid. Please, please. I read that LSD is making a big comeback now. It's actually replacing a foreign pot as the drug of choice. I guess it's part of that big move to kind of try and take pride at stuff that's being made in America again. Everything comes around again in every way. Birth control, too. Remember, it used to be condoms. Then we were so happy when the pill came out, and now we're back to condoms, which you should use for your health, you know. You know what just got invented in the store? It's out there for the first time ever. Large-size condoms. Might be pretty happy about that in Dallas, I'm guessing. Everything's so big here. Large-size condoms in the store for the first time. Did you know? Did you know condoms had been one size fits all? And we thought we suffered with pantyhose? Who knew, just like us, men were stumbling around their apartment saying, man, you can't get these things to come above the knee. Large-size condoms. You think they're gonna have any trouble selling this product whatsoever? I mean, just the intimidation factor alone. Oh, yeah, give me a pack of condoms. Oh, large? Yeah! Then it's about time, too! When are those extra large condoms coming out?
I love to drink. We live in Wisconsin. You guys totally get me on that. I've been training for drinking my whole life. Woo! Man, it's so interesting when I think about people wanting to have kids because I don't know where I sit on that. Some days I wake up and I'm like, I'd love to have a kid. And some days I look at other people's kids and I'm like, nope. I don't want to do that. And I feel like a lot of people procreate for narcissistic reasons these days. Me and my fiance had this one couple that we loved to do everything with. We would go out with them, we'd go on trips with them, and then they got married and we got really nervous that we were gonna lose our party buddies. And they were like, no, it's okay, I promise you, we're gonna be the cool parents. We're gonna not have kids for like 4 more years. And 2 months later, bam, they're pregnant. And I have lunch with this girl one day and I'm like, why did you get pregnant so fast? And she's like, we were just really anxious to see what we could create. Oh, so you made a person? Good for you. Want to see what you can create? Go to IKEA, get a table, put that together. If you can assemble an IKEA table without fighting, that should be your prerequisite for procreation. Pretty sure IKEA has all of our answers. I don't know if I should ever have kids. Has anyone ever pinched a baby because they didn't want to hold it anymore? Just me. I've basically pinched every kid I've ever held. It's an amazing feeling to be done and then it just cries and you give it back. I don't know what happened. It works every time. I've been pinching babies since '99. I started drinking in 1999 at age 14. And that's because of Wisconsin, because we train our kids right. And that's why I'm so good at drinking now and why I'm so responsible, because I've had 20 years of experience. That's the longest amount of experience I've had in anything. At all. It's double the amount of experience I've had in comedy. Like, I'm crushing it on the drinking side of my life. I feel really proud of that, but when you're in your 30s, your doctors are less amused by your ability to throw back. So I'm at my doctor's, and she's giving me one of these forms for the first time. Have you guys ever gotten those forms that judge you about how much you've drank in a week? You only start getting them in your 30s. But this particular form only had 3 options. It had 3 boxes to check. It said drinks per week, 1 to 3, 4 to 7, 8 to 10. I'm like, I'm sorry, who does this apply to? 10 is the max? Is your week on a Tuesday? And so I drew in a fourth box, and I wrote 16 to 26. But in parentheses, I wrote depending on the week. And my doctor did not find that funny at all.